Reese, James Madison's going to try to come in here and make a statement. But
Absolutely.
do you guys feel that you have a statement to make with a young team early in the season?
Yeah, I think that's one thing that is really important to us is we need to play with a chip on our shoulder just because a lot of people are second guessing us, they're doubting us. So I think that just as James Madison wants to come in here and this is a big game for them, this is also a big game for us too. So, and really every game down the line is a big game for us because if you look at our schedule, I mean, I think that we have the hardest, if not one of the hardest schedules in college football. I mean, we don't have a break. We play 11 Power 5 teams, and James Madison, they're in the running conversation every year for the national championship, and everybody that they get are either transfers from Division I teams or they're JUCO guys who want to slide in there. They're not a bunch of misfits. They're a great team, and I think that they need to be taken seriously because if you see it every year that if you're not careful, a Division I AA school comes in and always beats a Power 5 school every single year. So they're not to be taken lightly. They're a good team. They're a force to be reckoned with, and we got to take them seriously.
What do you know about their offense, Reese?
So today is day 2 of install. We know a lot about them. The hard thing is they're coming from a program where they're getting different staff from UNC Charlotte. They're getting different people from a whole different bunch of places. So for us, it's tough to tell you exactly, hey, they're going to do this, hey, they're going to do that. We can guess. But for the most part, we know what kind of personnel they're going to run, and like I was saying before, you really just have to go out and we have to play our game because we can't really bank on what they're going to do. We just have to go out and be great at what we do.
So when you're coming up a team that has so many returning starters and a really, really quality offensive line, how important is it for the defensive line to set the tone in terms of getting pressure and alleviating some stress off the secondary?
So ultimately, it's the defensive line. It's our job to set the tone every single day at practice. It's our time to set the tone every day in games. It doesn't matter what we're doing, we have to set the tone. So ultimately, I don't think that it's a matter of importance where it's more important for game 1 as it's going to be game 7. I think it's just extremely important no matter what we do, no matter what phase of the game we're in. I think that the defensive line has to bring the energy.
All right, Reese, thanks, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Reese, just one question for you, because I didn't talk to you
Okay, what's up?
much all year. Being on the leadership council, getting voted to that by your teammates, what does that mean for you?
That's an honor, and I've had this conversation with a lot of you guys previously about how much of an honor it is just to play here, just to be able to wear the hat, wear the jersey, let alone to contribute, let alone to be a big contributor, let alone to be voted by my peers as a leadership council guy. And that's not selected by the coaches. That's approved by the coaches, but it's not selected by them. So to be able to stand up here in front of you guys and say I was influential enough in those guys' lives, inside and outside of football, to be a leader or to be considered a leader amongst them, that's a huge deal, inside and outside of football. So to me, it's an honor, and it's a big challenge as well. So I can't get complacent. It's something that every single day I have to work towards, and I look forward to coming in every single day and getting better at it.